What's going on, everyone? Jack here from Half Chrome, and this drone is the Skyrover S1. It is a new drone from Skyrover. I've flown the X1 before, and it's a really nice drone. But this guy has the beginner in mind. It's a lot less expensive, and it has some pretty impressive features. This might just be the best drone for a beginner. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this, the specs, and I'm going to show it to you in action. Okay, so let's talk about what we're looking at. Now, the Skyrover S1 starts at $350. Right now, it's on sale on Amazon for $314, and I have a coupon code in the video description to save you an extra 5%. So this is a really good deal. There are very few drones in that $300 price range that are actually worth buying. This is absolutely one of them. So let's talk about the specs. And the first thing we have to talk about is this right here, this camera. This is a 4K camera. It's a 4K camera on a full 3-axis gimbal. Some drones, especially drones in this price range, may not have a full gimbal. This one is, right? It works in all 3 axes, and it is also a 4K 60 camera, so you can shoot at 60 frames a second. So if you want to slow-mo something, you can do it with this guy. Another thing that you don't see in a lot of drones in this price range is obstacle avoidance. And right here in the front, this is infrared obstacle avoidance. It's not as good as the full obstacle avoidance, right? We've got cameras on this guy. The X1, this will do a little bit better, but it is nice to have some obstacle avoidance, especially on a beginner drone. Other things that you need to know about this, it is less than 250 grams, which is kind of a big deal in a lot of places, the United States included. So if it's under 250 grams, you don't have to register with the FAA, and you don't have to have remote ID. Those are two things that you have to have if your drone is a little bit heavier. This guy just fits the bill at $249. Now, I got mine in the combo package, which means I got 3 batteries, and each one of these batteries will give me up to 40 minutes of flight time. Now, I haven't done full flight time tests, and that's really like perfect conditions. So no, don't expect to get 40 minutes of flight, but you should be getting upper 20s, lower 30s, I would guess, from each one of these batteries. And if you're really worried, get the Flymore combo, 3 batteries. That is more than enough flight time. We've got the remote right here. Your phone goes right up on top. You connect your phone with this cable here, and the video transmission comes in high def, so you can see what you're filming right here. We've got a couple of programmable buttons. Cinematic mode, the drone will fly slow. Normal mode, it will fly normal. And then sport mode turns off your obstacle avoidance, and you'll fly a little bit faster. The sticks are hidden down here underneath, so they don't break off when it's in the bag. Now, the S1 here has a range of 39,000 feet. That's over 7 miles, or roughly 12 kilometers. That is super far, farther than you probably should be flying it. And not that you will fly it that far, but it's nice to have a signal that's that strong. So if you go behind a tree or something like that, it's not going to break up on you. This does have a handful of intelligent flight modes. We, of course, have the return to home, and we have things like orbit, droney, rocket, asteroid. There is a follow me mode, which is really pretty fantastic. So there are a lot of really nice features in this guy, plus a pretty solid camera. So let's dive a little deeper into some of that footage. So this is, I started to show you when we were looking at some of those flight modes. But yeah, this camera is just, I mean, it's really good. You know, in a pinch, you could probably use it for some professional work. Once upon a time, I used an old mini DJI Mini Original for professional work. If you know what you're doing and you have good lighting, right, you can do really impressive things. It's not so much the camera, but the operator that matters. That said, this camera is actually pretty darn impressive. I like that it's 4K 60, not just 4K 30. A lot of drones in this price range don't do 60 frames a second, and that's just really nice, especially if you're going to slow the footage down. Also, it's on a full 3-axis gimbal, which again is not something that a lot of drones in this price range have. Another thing, this drone was incredibly stable. It was windy. I was consistently getting high wind warnings. And sure, you can kind of see maybe it gets pushed around a little bit, but it was really doing a nice job. All right, I'm going to switch to showing you some of the follow me, which is just an awesome feature. Again, a lot of times beginner drones don't have good follow me modes. This one does an optical follow, meaning you select a subject and then it will follow that subject. Here I'm just doing the standard active track where it's going to just follow me around. And you can also do the point of interest where it will rotates around the subject. You choose the direction, you choose how fast it's going to rotate, and you can create some pretty dynamic shots this way. There is also a spotlight where you choose the subject and then just fly manually. Obstacle avoidance works well enough. You get these red warnings that let you know when you're getting close to an object. It's not going to fly around per se, it's just going to kind of brake for you. So if you are looking for a beginner drone or a small drone or maybe a backup drone, this is definitely an option. I do really like it. Software is super easy to use, and yeah, it's just a reliable, good quality drone. There aren't a whole lot of them out there in this price range. I probably said that a handful of times. And if this isn't your jam and you want something a little bit more capable, you may want to consider the X1. The X1 here has a better camera. Now that's still a 4K 60 camera. Actually, it'll do slow-mo at higher rates, but this guy has a different gimbal where it'll actually rotate so you can do full frame vertical video. Plus it's a larger sensor, so it'll do better in low light situations or at night. Again, I already mentioned the full obstacle avoidance. Yeah, this is a slightly better drone, also sub 250 grams, that is. But this one is definitely a little bit more expensive, just under $800. So I think I have coupon codes for this guy as well, if you're interested in just a little bit better of a drone. But either way, it's nice to have two solid beginner drone options, both of them under 250 grams, both of them small and easy to bring with you, and both of them have really nice flight modes and a pretty solid camera. So some pretty solid options from Skyrover. Now, this Skyrover is only available in the United States and only available on Amazon. If you're looking for one of these things, I've got links down below, and like I said, they've sent me discount codes to kind of save you some cash. I believe it's 5%. Yes, they sent me these drones to review. So just kind of keep that in mind. I did not buy these guys, but listen, I'm going to tell you how it is. They're good drones. If you don't believe me, there are other reviews out there on these guys, so check it out. Certainly something worth considering. And yeah, if you really like flying drones and you want to get a Part 107, I got plenty of videos on exactly how you can do that. I've helped numerous people get their 107, and you could be the next. More info on that also in the video description. Hey, thanks for watching. Good luck, everyone, and happy flying.